extend our warmest welcome to everyone to PG4U Interactive with IPSis. So today our aim is to give immediate feedback and also answers to all your inquiries. So if you are a current supervisor, you may want to know something about our guidelines, or if you are a student, perhaps there are some regulations or any procedures that you would like to know. And this platform also is open to potential supervisors and also potential students. So whatever your status is, our aim is to give the correct answers and also the immediate feedback to all your inquiries. So I hope you will find this session beneficial to you. And this is the first online sort of like open day for IPSis. So I really hope that we can give some value to it, and you can really have valuable information from us. So with that, I'll pass back to MC. Afterwards, we have a session of briefing from all the heads from the each departments, and then you can compile your questions and get your feedback. Thank you very much. Back to you, Nurul.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Now let's move to our next agenda for the program by inviting our Deputy Dean, Associate Professor Dr. Siti Farhana Zakaria to brief about academic matters. Over to you, Dr. Farhana.
Hi, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all. Right. Thank you for supporting our event this morning, IPSis PG4U. This is where we would like to share latest information, latest process and procedure. And if you have any question regarding IPSis operational, you may put your question in the chat box. We will have staff to assist and answer all the question. Right. Okay. Basically, I will share some information, a brief information in regards of academic of PG program in UiTM. Okay, I will start with the introduction of University Technology Mara. And as all of us know, this is our Chancellor. And I believe that kenapa saya... Okay.
Tak keluar.
Punya slide tak keluar?
Nanti dulu. Take over. Okay. Belum. Belum. Hah? Oh, okay.
Nampak tak slide?
Belum.
Okay, sorry about the technical problem. Okay, so I believe that everybody knows our Chancellor, Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong, and for international student, this is a King of Malaysia. So every 5 years we will change our Chancellor. Yeah. Okay, we are the largest public university in Malaysia, yeah, with 34 campuses and 31 faculties all over the country. Okay, and we have more than 500 program ranging from foundation, diploma, degree up to PhD level. And for postgraduate program, we have more than 200 program that we can offer. Okay, this is the overview of our achievement last year, 2022. Yeah, we rank as number 105, yeah, from 108 in 2021 in the QS University Ranking Asia. And in 2022, yeah, academic reputation number 338, and also employer reputation in the rank of 200. Okay, so in the QS World University Ranking by Subject 2022, yeah, we have 14 subject ranked in the QS World Ranking by Subject. Okay, you may find this information in our main website. Okay, I would like to introduce our management team. Yeah, we are led by Professor Insinyur Dr. Zuhaina Zakaria as the Dean, myself as Deputy Dean, and we have 5 main department in IPSis. Yeah, research department led by Associate Professor Dr. Aman. Department of Coursework and Mixed Mode is led by Dr. Khairul Safwan. Head of Student Resources, Dr. Siti Mazwana, and I believe that most of students will communicate with Dr. Mazwana regarding student activities, yeah, our PG association. So you may contact Dr. Mazwana if you have any idea, any plan of student activity during your study with UiTM. And Head of Strategy and Quality, led by AP Dr. Khalila Abdul Khalil. Recruitment, Admission and Recruitment is led by Dr. Shahnawi. And under Dr. Shahnawi, we have 2 coordinators who are in charge for promotion and marketing, who is Dr. Hussein Haniba. And for admission and enrollment, the coordinator is Dr. Lelawati. Okay, we have 2 supporting admin staff, which is Cik Asmiza Supar and Puan Zuraini. So if you have any academic matters in regards of your program, whether it is a research program, coursework or mixed mode program, you may contact Cik Asmiza Supar after you communicate with the head of postgraduate study at the respective faculty. Okay, I would like to share with everybody that we have celebrated our 25 years of IPSis last year. Yeah, as mentioned by the Dean at the opening remarks just now, IPSis started in 2007 and last year is our 25th anniversary or 25 birthday of IPSis. Right. So once this is basically a general information for students who already enroll into UITM. Yeah, basically in the system, this is the three status that how we indicate you in the system. So basically, we offer three program types, whether you register as a research, coursework, or mixed mode student. And the program level for PG is Masters and PhD. And you are allowed to study in full-time and also part-time mode. However, for international student, yeah, you are only allowed to register as full-time student. Okay, so once you have registered and as active student, this is where you can get all the information regarding the tuition fees, regarding the subject that you should enroll for that particular semester, and also whether you are an active or non-active student by login into student portal. I won't go through the details of student portal, but I believe that everybody, once you have registered as a student in UITM, you have access to student portal. Okay, so this is all the information that once you log in into the system, uh, it will appear of your student ID, name, a program that you enroll with us, and also please update your mobile number and also your email, because this is where we can get your information. So there are process and procedure on how to update your details in student portal. Okay, so this is also crucial. Yeah, academic calendar. I believe we also have agents in this session. Yeah, so this is all the important dates that have to be followed by student. We have a registration date for all the program, whether it is research, mixed mode, or coursework program. And also we have the due date of tuition fees. When can you apply for academic application and such. Okay, for example, I'll share here the coursework academic calendar, where we have all the activities related to coursework program. So as we can see here, yeah, at the moment everybody is in the exam mode. Yeah, so the final assessment and examination has started on the 6th of February and will end on the 21st of February, and the announcement of examination result is on the 10th of March 2023. So if you are not satisfied with your marks, you want to appeal for remarking or to reconsider of the marks, yeah, the students can apply for appeal for remarking of final examination. Please look into our academic rules and regulation in regards of the process and procedure. So you may appeal within 10 to 23rd of March if you are not satisfied with your marks. Okay. So all the appeal has been the date has been due. Okay, this is also the posters that we always blast to students. We always put in our website regarding registration of returning student, and also course registration for coursework and mixed mode program. And please, this is also crucial. Yeah, last date of tuition fees is on the 27th of February. So we have approximately of 2 weeks before the last date of tuition fee. So please do pay your tuition fee before the due date. Okay, I would like to share with you guys, especially agents, yeah. We have a service where we call a fee deferment. Students are allowed to apply on staggered payment or fees deferment online. Yeah, we have the deadline, the duration of application, and of and they can check their result of the application online as well. And we allow students to pay the tuition fees in staggered the three payment, and we will have the deadline of each payment. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, once you registered with us, yeah, this is the academic application that you can apply if you are active student. So you can always apply for change of campus, change of mode, yeah, except for international student, and you are allowed to apply change of faculty as well. So CKTG, if you are not well, if you have any financial issues, for example, you can apply for a specialist or deferment of study, not suspension for study, deferment from study. So this is all the academic application. If you are active student, you may look into our website for the details of each application. Okay, this is the beauty of UITM for PhD grad 1, where we will celebrate the grad 1 a day before convocation ceremony, where we will have pudding ceremony. This is where we will invite all the students with their supervisors, yeah, and families to celebrate their achievement. So this is where the supervisor will put the student as an acknowledgement of their achievement. So we are looking forward, yeah, for those who have registered with us as PhD student, we are looking forward to see you in our pudding ceremony a day before convocation. And for those who register as a master student with us, please pursue your PhD journey with us. So inshallah, we will see you guys in pudding ceremony before we attend the convocation ceremony. With that, I will end my session. I will pass back to Nurul. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the enlightening briefing, Dr. Siti Farhana. Now, let us welcome Dr. Muhammad Shahnawi. He is the head of students admission and recruitment to deliver his briefing about recruitment and admission. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you, Nurul. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing?
Yes, doctor, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. All right. First and foremost, thank you for joining this morning PG4U webinar. This is the first online open day hosted by IPSis, and my turn is actually on to explain of the recruitment processes and admissions procedures at the recruitment and admissions divisions or bahagian pengambilan dan kemasukan BPK. I'm pretty sure that all of us, okay, especially the local international students, are aware of these procedures, where when we would like to apply, and this is the processes that you have to take into considerations, and we at the divisions of BPK or recruitment and admissions will serve you accordingly to the needs of our potential local and international postgraduate candidates. In our divisions, I am the head of graduate studies in charge of recruitment and admission, assisted by these two coordinators, Dr. Hussein Haniba, that in charge on promotions and marketing, and Dr. Leilawati Jeremy as for the recruitment and admissions, where you need to liaise with Dr. Leilawati for documentation, especially on the criteria that qualify you to join our postgraduate programs, including IELTS, TOEFL, and your scrolls from the previous degree that may qualify you to join our postgraduate programs. In these departments of recruitment and admissions, we have two dedicated executive officers, EO, Puan Nadiatul Indah and Ms. Puan Zahrul Sami. And we are delighted to assist all of our clients by this representative of clerical staff, Encik Amirul Ahmad, Encik Puan Rohaida, Puan Siti Nordini, and Puan Salwani. So why we need to choose postgraduate UiTM? Of course, this is actually a program that is being offered in our public university in Malaysia that is being recognized globally. And our postgraduate candidate degree will be awarded by the university that is actually qualified for students to pursue their career ladders. Okay, that marks their achievement not just from academic but also industrial needs. In UiTM, we have 226 programs, okay, that consists of coursework programs, 93 masters program, and 2 PhD by coursework. From mixed mode program, we have 10 PhD by mixed mode program and 9 masters degree by mixed mode. And the rest of it, we have 112 that runs as a pure research mode, 50 PhD program so far we have, and 62 master's degree by research we have so far. For the duration of study, just to let our potential candidates, okay, we have agreed, okay, to parameters the durations for master's degree to 2 to 4 semesters for full time, and for part time it will take about 8 semesters to complete. That is for coursework. For research, we have 2 to 8 semesters. For doctoral degree or PhD, in the tenure of 5 to 14 semesters so far for both full-time and part-time for PhD. So our niche areas consist of three main regions from sustainable technology and economy that consists of computer science, education, language studies, policy studies, law, and sports science and creations. We have list of social engineering, from medicine, dentistry, health sciences, pharmacy, and to name a few. And of course, from creative media side, we have art and design, performing arts, communication and media studies, or masscom, and music. So as we can see on the screen, okay, the long list of programs for science and technology, to mention a few, is available on the website. So we are ace in offering a postgraduate program in science technology, such as computer and mathematical sciences programs, and of course the list of engineering courses, okay, not to be forgotten, from applied science faculties as well, dentistry, civil engineering, and faculty of architecture, planning, and surveying. So for the rest of it, okay, it falls under social sciences and humanities. We have Faculty of Art and Design, which has been merged as a College of Art and Design, and another recently merged college is known as Computing, Informatics, and Media, that consists of computer science, information management, and mass communications. And the rest of the faculties that available, we have theater, animations, Faculty of Education, Academy of Contemporary Islamic Studies, and so forth. So this long list of programs is available in our website. And for business management as well, we have tourism, business management, information management, Mitrans, and AAGBS for Ashab Ayut Graduate Business School. So as per 2022-4 last year and 2023-2 this January, we have received application for UITM postgraduate programs through various platforms, including Education Expo, ePursuit, Student Referral Scheme, SRS, and individual basis. So methods of follow-up, just let everyone aware of our process and procedures of recruitment and admission will be through email and phone call. So far from local applications, we have received 5,397 from both 2022-4 and 2023-2. And for international applications, we have received in total about 2,328 from both regions of applications 2022-4 and 2023-2. So tactics that has been used to boost our enrollment so far has been dedicatedly followed by all of us in IPSis, and it has been a tradition for us to enhance our promotional and marketing efforts for 2022 and 2023 through promotional activities for local and international. So to mention a few about local promotional activities for year 2022 has been from the Departments of Higher Education's program Jom Masuk IPT 2022 from both phase 1 and phase 2. So phase 1 can be spotted from north zones, Borneo, Sarawak, and northern zones and center zone, especially in Negeri Sembilan and so forth. And for another platform that has been approached by us to promote our postgraduate program through My Uni Education Fair 2022. So those dedicated locations like Pulau Pinang or Penang, Sabah, Pahang, Melaka, and Perak, it has been recognized as one of the hotspots potential postgraduate program to attack or to penetrate the markets of our postgraduate candidates. So not to be forgotten, we have Malaysia Career and Training Fair, MCTF, that has been held that was held in Mid Valley Exhibition Center, and of course we have MCTF Mega Career and Study Fair that is routinely being held in KLCC Convention Center in Kuala Lumpur. So one of the attractions that we believe that can boost our applications rate is through the distributions of free PIN BSN that worth for 50 ringgit. So now proceed to the Hari Terbuka Program Pra Pendidikan Tinggi. This is actually a combo package for undergrads and postgraduate programs. So we were there for postgraduate program, of course, and this was actually to identify our potential candidates, okay? And of course, the same tactics that has been used is to distribute free PIN number that was 50 ringgit to the early birds. Okay, one of the recognized tactics, okay, that has been said as one of the successful efforts is through promotional activities during the convocation ceremony in UITM. So we technically open booth during the day of the commencement or the ceremony, and our dedicated staff, okay, will approach all these potential candidates, okay, to pursue their masters, just like our Deputy Dean, Dr. Fana mentions. Okay, those masters graduates, okay, may consider to pursue their doctoral programs later. So we have also an open week for postgraduate program that has been held virtually. So this the same method, of course, to get to the right niche of markets, okay, of our potential student, that just like we are doing it for quite some time, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic or MCO started. So to mention a few about our promotional activities for last year, at the international level, okay, we had approached Saudi markets, okay, Riyadh and Jeddah, and Jordan and Kuwait, okay. So our potential applicant, okay, has been given a quite efforts, okay, to get to know more, and of course, our representative from IPSis take turn to travel all around the globe, okay, to meet our potential market or candidates. Okay, not to be forgotten, we have Maldives from the Q study. Okay, the number of Maldives applicants, okay, was quite a success as well. And we have Uzbekistan, okay. So Uzbekistan was been quite regular to us, okay, being sent students to Malaysia, especially to UiTM. Okay, our recent postgraduate career expo, okay, was held last December, Penang Career and Postgraduate Expo 2022, and we managed to get number of potential applicants from that particular event. So this is actually not just us, IPSis, put the effort, but also the whole head of postgraduate studies and coordinators that we collaborated, okay, to take turn and to send their representative and to give better insights and promotions, okay, to the potential candidates. So in terms of admission process and procedures, okay, we are available through online applications, okay, and that is reachable at the designated link https://uitm.edu.my. And the most basic documentation is we need the applicants to submit research proposal, academic transcript, and 2 references. So the application procedures can be illustrated through these flow and application procedures, starting from student apply and submit required to IPSis through online, okay, up until the eval registration for or visa payment for international students, and the arrival of students from overseas, okay, through embassy CMGS, and until the day they register themselves as UiTM. This is also not just dedicated for international students, but of course to our local students as well. So this is students' procedures that involve the abroad students that have just registered. Okay, one of the greatest inquiries that been received ever since our postgraduate program has been introduced since 1987 is for their English competency requirements. So far, we accept English from Malaysia. We have MUET. For the international recognition, we have only IELTS and TOEFL. Okay, so far that's the only 3 mechanisms, okay, to recognize the potential graduates before they graduate. So for EPC applicant who are yet to meet the English proficiency requirements need to attend 6-month English proficiency course, and it has to be done first, the EPC course for one semester. Then the said student can start their program, the postgraduate program with us. And those who are just sit for their EPC class or EPC course need to submit their results of IELTS, TOEFL, or MUET within the 2 years from the date of their registration as UiTM postgraduate students. So student referral scheme, SRS, is one of the incentives that has been introduced by IPSis, okay, to boost the recognitions among national potential applicants to study in UiTM. So At the moment, okay, this SRS, this scheme encourages international students to introduce UITM postgraduate student that come from another country or from the country where they come from. And so far, the criteria they have or they must be UITM full-time postgraduate students. So who should apply as SRS? So we welcome all applicants, or we call them as introducer of SRS. By criteria, they have to be a full-time active students, okay, that's still in their stipulated timeline period of study. So those students with academic status like CK or TG or RMTP, okay, that should be avoided in general. So for the incentive, we introduced this scheme to a reward of 750 ringgit per referral. And of course, for further inquiries, we are reachable at our website, IPSis website, and to introduce or to entertain all inquiries, okay, we managed to set up a platform through IPSis UITM live chat. Besides, we have another platform known as Facebook or Instagram, where they simply can drop comments and whatnot, and we will fetch up all comments and inquiries accordingly. Thank you so much.
Okay, just a short brief about the itinerary. Before that, thank you very much, Dr. Shanawi, for a valuable information sharing about recruitment and admission. Okay, it's just a short brief about the itinerary to this morning. We've already done our program briefing by academic unit just now by our Deputy Dean, and followed by Dr. Shanawi for recruitment and admission. Okay, just after this, we will let our head of research program, Professor Dr. Aman, Associate Professor Dr. Aman Ihsan Mahmad, who will brief about research program. Then we will proceed to coursework and mixed mode program by Dr. Khairul Safwan, followed by academic development, resources and students by Dr. Siti Mazwana. And lastly, about thesis formatting briefing session by Dr. Khalilah Abdul Khalil. So then after that, we will have our breakout sessions, which is for you to drop down your questions and I will directly command the breakout room and they will answer your questions accordingly. Okay, now without wasting any more time, I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Aman Muhammad Ihsan Mahmad, our head of graduate studies in research program. Over to you, Dr. Aman.
Thank you very much, Nurul. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. I think should be fine now. All right. So thank you very much, Nurul. I will briefly describe about the I only have about 50 minutes for these sessions. My name is Aman Muhammad Ihsan, and I'm currently head of the postgraduate studies for the research program in IPSis. And then as for the little bit itinerary after this, what we're going to do after this is that if you have any question with regards to specific information, for example, about the admission, what is the requirement to become as a referee? What is the requirement to become as the supervisor? What is the requirement to how much is the tuition fee that we charge for the student? And then what is the difference between the coursework and the research mode, for example? So If you have any specific inquiries, we're going to open a breakout session after this briefing session. Then you just type your requirement, for example, about the academic or about the research program, about the how to nominate a supervisor, how to nominate examiners. Then you can type in the chat box, and then our staff, our secretariat will link you, we direct you to the breakout room, related breakout room. Yeah. So yeah, so let's go back to this presentation. What I'm going to present you, there is about 5 topics that will give to you. The first thing is about my research unit, and then all about the postgraduate ecosystem for the research program, and then how that possibilities to get the GOT, and then how that we have prepare a GOT dashboard for the student, and as well to all the related parties that can be used. For example, the supervisor also can use this GOT dashboard to plan the research work studies. And then are we going to brief you about the UP track system or UITM postgraduate tracking system. This is the online or digital tracking digital system that we have in UITM to do the processes and procedures for application for the nomination supervisors, to do the DRP, to do the thesis submission, and then as well to to evaluate all the thesis and for the progress report. And then finally, a little bit on the academic application, what the student can apply, what you are entitled to apply during your studies. Okay. So this is my unit. I'm head of the postgraduate study for the research program and supported by 2 officers, Miss Asmiza Supar and Puan Hasrina Ramli. So, and then we are supported by 3 clerks, senior clerk Juriah Mispah, and then Miss Yusaila Yaakob, and then Mr. Saiful. I put here the their email. So if you have any specific inquiries, you can email direct to them. For example, if you have a question or inquiries about the UP track system, you can ask to Encik Saiful. Okay. Then this is the postgraduate ecosystem that we have for the research program, starting from the application that you have been briefed by Dr. Shahnawi before, how to do the application. And then once your application has been approved, you're going to register. So the registration process also we have conducted through the online system. Okay. And then after you have registered, another milestone that you have to achieve is that to nominate and appoint your supervisor. Then this is that you have to communicate with the head of the postgraduate program at the faculty level. And then after that, you're going to, embark your research work, do the teacher review, and prepare your research proposal. For your application, you also need to have a brief research proposal with about 5 pages. But as for the actual research proposal, that's going to be what the things that you are going to embark for your research work that going to be refined during your DRP. Okay, so after you nominated your supervisor and they be approved that you're going to communicate and have the consultation with the supervisor, then you're going to refine more your research proposal. Okay, and then after that you're going to conduct and embark your data collection and write the thesis. And just before you completed your thesis, you're going to submit the notice of intention to submit the thesis. And then after that, the faculty will appoint the examiners, and then you submit the thesis, and then we're going to send the thesis to the examiners before you come for the viva voce. After that, you get the result for the viva voce and you do the thesis correction, and will be verified by the respective person that has been agreed during your viva voce process. And then in order to complete your thesis, final thesis, you have to do the format checking that will be briefed by the end of the session today, and then you will be presented at the Senate meeting for the approval for end of study. Okay, so if we put that the ecosystem into the timeline, that it can be generated for here. So as for the master by research student, the timeline for graduate is 24 months or 2 years, and for PhD students is 48 months. So that will be the timeline for the GOT. So that if we put that together and reorganize, what will be the milestone in between of the processes? So this is what you get. And then we also have prepared a GOT dashboard, which is to assist all the students and as well the supervisors to plan the research work. So if you would like to download the GOT dashboard that we have prepared, so this is very simple, basic algorithm that we have put by using the Excel, which is if we give you a planning, a Gantt chart planning, when you have to do the DRP, when you are going to submit for your notice of intention, when are you going to do the thesis submission, and when do you supposed to complete your study. So this is a planning so that you can have in order to be graduated as terminology as a GOT, graduated on time or before time. Okay. If you have any inquiries, I give you my email before about this GOT dashboard. Okay, so maybe I give you about 30 seconds. Okay, that's my face there. If you want to do the scanning, QR code scanning, then yeah, you can scan that. Okay, or you can type the using the link, bit.ly link that I've been given there. 15 seconds. Okay. So if you have, I will also put this link in the chat box. If you want to use it, then anytime you can use it. You can download it and then use it. Okay, but bear in mind, this is for the our current student. Yeah. So if you still not yet become as our student, you don't have the access to download this algorithm. Okay. All right, so the next one is about the UP system, which is this is a digitalized system that we offer to assist our student in order to for the student to have a smoothen sail during their research work. So there are 5 functions for the UP track system, which is the nomination of supervisors, and then the RP process, examiner nomination and approval, thesis evaluation, and finally the research progress monitoring. So currently we already have completed the module 1 until module 3, and then currently are developing the thesis evaluation and research progress monitoring. So if you are a current student, then I expect that you already use at least one of these, which is the supervisor nomination and approval. So later on, if you have any inquiries about these processes, about the UP track system, please do not hesitate to put in your chat box, and then we're going to direct you into the breakout room. Okay, so this is the users for the UP track system, which can be divided into 4 type of users: academic staff, for the supervisors, for the panel, for the thesis examiner. External users for the external supervisor, and as well
Dia tak masuk dalam function height tu.
right, for the external user, and as well for the supervisors. Administrator to look on the processes, to look on the verification for the supervisors, and as well for the examiner. And finally, the student, which is the most the most user that we have in the system. Okay. All right. So if you have any inquiries, please turn on your microphone later. Okay. And then as well, all the processes, yeah, the role to become a supervisor, panel examiner, chairperson, and as well the KPPS. So that is the type of the user and what their roles in the system. Okay. And then this is the online system. I believe that not all here are the current student, but you also academic staff. Yeah, maybe you are potential supervisor, maybe you are examiners, or you are surrounding in the system of our ecosystem. So this is what the UP tracks are. We are integrating of the data and as well receiving data and giving the data to all our system, online system that we have in UITM. So if you have any inquiries, for example, why my nomination as the supervisor not being appear in the e-expert system, then you can ask us today. Then we are happy to answer you why, and also we can check why your nomination as supervisor still not appear in the expert system or into the MyFTP. Okay, so this is the supervisor nomination processes that we have in the UP track system. And then this is the research proposal processes that also we do in the UP tracks, and the business process for the RP. Then this is notice of intention before the Viva, during the Viva, post Viva, and after the student, in order for them to get the Senate letter. And then this is for the student to follow. And finally, the thesis submission, the business process for the thesis submission. So how that from the student perspective, how that they're going to start, submit the form. Now with the UP track system that we have with this one, so there is no more requirement for them to have with the hard copy system. But once we have with the UP track system, all of the system, all of the application, all the processes, all the procedures that we have, we can eliminate the hard copy or the paper-based form. So this is one of our initiative so that we can become online and all of our system, our governance process are transparent, and you can ask, you can check at any time at your convenience. Okay, so this is the academic application that have been briefly described by Dr. Siti Farhana before. So if you have any inquiries, please put in your chat box. Oh, and finally, this is how that another initiative that we have, which is to convert from masters to PhD. And then as well, we also have for top bright student that they can apply directly for the fast track from direct from the degree and go for the PhD. So this is for the exceptional student that they also can have the application through the IPSis. Okay. So if you have any inquiries later on, please put in the chat box and then we can direct you. Or if you have any specific requirement, put there, I want to go to the this breakout room. So our staff are happy to reassign you to the breakout room. So I think that's all, and I hand over this session to Puan Nurul. Thank you very much.
Ada yang tanya soalan aku.
Lepas.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Aman. That was a very precious information presentation. I believe our audience has been enlightened by it. Okay, I found that several times Dr. Aman has mentioned about the Q&A session. We have breakout rooms and we will deliver all the questions that you drop down on our chat box to the breakout room accordingly, but it will be entertained slowly by our secretariat, and I would like to inform that it will be answer after all the sessions have ended. And next, I would like to invite the head of graduate studies of coursework and mixed mode program, presented by technologist Dr. Khairul Safwan Muhammad. Are you ready, Doctor? I'm over to you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Okay, for yeah. Nampak aku punya. Mana?
Slide.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and good morning. So I'm Dr. Khairul Safwan bin Muhammad. So we give some briefing regarding the coursework and mixed mode program. And then this is a coursework and mixed mode unit. This is a small unit. It's not that big, but every faculty, every college, and every center of academic have most of the coursework and mixed mode program. Okay. Coursework and mixed mode unit is headed by me and assisted by Cik Asmiza. And our executive officers, Puan Anies Idayu, as well as clerk, Puan Natasha Nadia. Okay, presentation outline. It's going to be a lot of information, but I just want to give some idea. So what are the things that maybe you can ask during the breakout session, or during you can also add your question in Q&A chat Q&A or in the chat box. Okay, it started with the registration, fees, student status until lastly is the official academic transcript. Okay, for registration, these two things is the very crucial for especially for current students. In order for you to stay active in the system, in your ITM system, these two things, which is the course registration, you must do the course registration as well as pay the tuition fee, to stay active as a student. Okay, in registration, so once you register the courses, you have the option to add or drop courses. But all add and drop courses must be done within the stipulated time. So this you need to refer to the postgraduate academic calendar. So current student especially need to have your postgraduate academic calendar handy. So you can refer to your academic calendar at all time. So next, for those who are planning to join UITM next semester, so you may also consider for a credit transfer. So the credit transfer must be made in the first semester. Okay. But the transfer that can be made is only horizontal. What is meant by horizontal? Horizontal is the same level. So if you already have master in other IHL or in your ITM, so you can apply for credit transfer to your current master program. But you cannot do the credit transfer vertically, which is from your undergraduate program, and you want to transfer a credit to postgraduate program, is not allowed. And there is other requirement that you need to fulfill, which is the program must be at least 80% similar. So, and then you can be considered for credit transfer. The next is the fees, which is, there's a lot of fees that you need to know. The first one is the tuition fees, and then if you apply for a process, for example, you want to repeat a course, you want to add or drop a course, you want to change campuses and so on. there is a fee for each application. So it is best for you not to do all these things. For example, you think carefully which campus that you want to go and then maintain at that campus. So you will not be charged for the application of change program fees. Okay, as a student, for current students, you need to retain your student status. So how your student status can be retained is by register your course and pay your tuition fee. But pay your tuition fee is within the stipulated time. So these two things, this is very crucial one, course registration and tuition fee. So please do not exceed the stipulated date. And then for revocation of student status, if you not do these two things, which is course registration and pay your tuition fees, so your student status will be revoked. So once your student status is revoked, you cannot attend any classes, participate in any university activities. You cannot use any university facilities, seek for examination, as well as obtain the examination result. And for international student, you cannot renew your visa. So please make sure that your student status is always active. So during your studies, you may apply a few accommodation. We can say give accommodation. We can say that, which is you can apply for a special leave. Okay, the short form for special leave is CK. Sometimes if you ask the faculty, they will easier for you if you say CK, for example. So the special leave is only is related with your own health reason. It's not if your mother or your parents is sick, you want to take care of them, so you cannot apply special leave. That one you need to apply for a deferment of academic semester. So the short form is TG. Okay, the deferment of academic semester, you can apply 2 times for master program and 4 times for PhD throughout the duration of study. Okay, you can also apply to change your mode of study. You can make the change of mode study twice throughout the duration of study, as well as change the program. But change your program or campus, it can be only made once throughout the duration of study. So I see in the chat box there's some question regarding what is the difference between research program, coursework program, and mixed mode program. So for a coursework program, is actually related to the research work have been done. For coursework, the research work is less than 50%. Okay. For mixed mode program, the research component will be more than 50%, but normally it will be less than 70%. So for a research program, is 100% research, which is you do not need to attend any classes. There's no examination course, so you just focus on your research. So you do your thesis. For coursework, is more likely similar to the undergraduate program, which is you sit for your class and then at the end of semester you take your final exam. For a mixed mode, it's a combination of coursework and research, which is coursework maybe 30% of 30% is the coursework program, and the remaining is the research program. So normally for a mixed mode program, first semester is the coursework program, which is you need to sit for classes and take the examination. And after that, in semester 2 onward, So you will do your research and then you need to submit your dissertation. So type of courses in the coursework and mixed mode program. So there are a few courses which is core courses, elective courses, audit courses, and then there's for examination. There is two type of grade, which is course with grade and course without grade. Then for assessment, for the coursework, there will be a continuous assessment and followed by a final assessment or a final examination. For project research assessment, for those who already entered the mixed mode, the research mode of the mixed mode program. So you during this time you're going to do your research and your project, and then during that time there will be a research monitoring as well. At the end of your research project, there will be research evaluation. At the end of your research, you need to submit a report, whether it can be a dissertation or it can be conspectus of thesis. So it involves a writing, a submission, and examination as well. So examination result, therefore course grading, there is a course with grade, and there is also a course with only pass or fail. So you can see this in your transcript for current student. And then for approbation status, you only given two chances, which is P1 and P2. And then for repeat courses, you are allowed to repeat maximum 3 times. So please do not exceed this 3 times. So once you get the third one, you will be dismissed. So there is sometimes you wonder what is the code written in your transcript. So what is ES, GA, LU? So you can also refer it here. So I'll not go through one by one of that status. And then, okay, for a student, for current students, there's a few award and criteria that you can target for, which is graduate on time. So if you get 3.75 in consecutive semester, you'll be awarded with a faculty postgraduate award or APF. Or for dentistry program, you obtain at least A in any one of the professional examination, and you must be never been indicted with any disciplinary action. So other than APF, you can also awarded with TS, which is you completed the study according to the study plan, and the last semester you obtain APF. So if you not manage to get APF in every semester, however, you can also target been awarded with TS if you get APF in final semester. So other award you can target is Excellent Master Award. Okay, but this one there's a few criteria you need to fulfill, which is completed your study according to study plan. You must receive APF every semester. You don't have any TL, did not repeat any courses, and also not obtain TG. So try within duration of studies and has not been charged with any disciplinary action. So other than that is the award. Okay, is Excellent Research Award. Now this one is normally focuses for a mixed mode student. Coursework student, I think, is a little bit hard for them to target for this award. So the criteria, you can refer to the actually all the information is you can obtain all the information in the academic rules and regulation. rules and regulation, which is can be downloaded in IPSis website. So other than that, for mixed mode DBA students, you can also target it for ASCTC or Anugerah Sarjana Cemerlang Tuanku Chancellor. There's a general criteria as well as specific criteria must be fulfilled in order for you to be awarded. The ASCTC is for master student and AKCTC is for research or mixed mode student. And lastly is the disciplinary action, which is students who are found guilty under the regulation and educational institution will be penalized, and you must not commit any plagiarism. So this is status of dismiss. So if you get this one of these status, so there's a process that you need to be done. So you want to know detail how are you going to apply for appeal. So you can join our breakout session after this. And appeal, you have a chance to appeal for remarking as well as for continuation of study. And conferment, in order to you to be conferred with a master degree, you need to get at least a CGPA 3.00. So our official academic transcript will be issued by the Student Record and Convocation Department after your examination result have been endorsed by SNET. Okay, any academic transcript will not be issued to students who have been dismissed from the university. Okay, that's all from course for admission program. Thank you. Okay, back to you, Nurul.
Thank you so much for the enlightened information, Dr. Khairul. Okay, apart from knowing about all the programs and the academic programs, mode of programs available, I believe major of the audience today would also like to know about what kind of financial aid that can be offered in IPSis. And for that matters, I would like to invite Surveyor Dr. Siti Mazwana Shamsuddin. She is the head of academic development, resource and students to deliver her presentation. Over to you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you, Nurul. So I'm going to share my slide first. Okay, good morning, everyone. So I'm going to present on the academic development, resources and students. So in my unit, we have 4 staff, including me, with the help of our Senior Assistant Registrar, Madam Zuraini, and our Executive Officer, Madam Nurul Akmal, and the clerk, Madam Kuzaima. Okay, so what we prepare for you, in our unit, we do prepare or organize several seminars, which is compulsory and optional seminars, such as research skill seminar. We have research enhancement skill seminar, and we do have live webinar series. Okay, so okay, you can get this calendar available at IPSis website, but this one is for October 2022 semester. So the new one, the latest one for March 2023 will be posted sometimes in middle March. Okay, so you can always check our website for the recent calendar. It consists of postgraduate training calendar, a workshop, a research skill seminar date, together with enhancement skill seminar, and finally for the webinar series. Okay, but it's subject to changes. Sometimes the speakers is not available, so we will change date. Will be posted about it through various channel of IPSis. Okay.
So here is the seminar structure. We do have research skill seminar, enhancement skill, and lastly is IPSis webinar series, where for PhD student, please alert that you need to complete your research skill seminar once throughout your study and must be attended by Master by Research and all PhD students. It will be done via synchronous session, Microsoft Teams, and please activate your Microsoft account for you to join this research skill seminar. For enhancement skill, it is not compulsory and open to all students, and will be organized via Microsoft Teams as well. Webinar series also not compulsory and open to all students using Microsoft Teams. Okay, for PhD students, you need to complete, besides then research skill seminar, you need to complete a postgraduate training in innovation and entrepreneurship exploration, or we call it TIE Square. So for TIE Square, it is organized by MASMED, our co-partner. So you can visit this website, masmedapps.uitm.edu.my, and you can select for session. So if it full, it shows you the status close full. Okay, so at the beginning of the semester, you need to, for those who still not complete the TIE Square courses, you need to visit this MASMED apps for their updates. Okay. All right, here comes the financial support. How we support our student in terms of financial for postgraduate studies. So in UITM, we have several financial support. We have UITM Postgraduate Teaching Assistant, or we call it UPTA. We have UITM Endowment Scholarship, and we do have Conference Support Fund together with Journal Support Fund. And we have other financial support such as from MK, any other scholarships from MARA, PTPTN, Malaysian International Scholarships, as well as a joint venture education loan with Maybank and Yayasan Bank Rakyat. Okay, all information you can obtain from IPSis website. Okay, here comes the support fund. The support fund is specifically for you to attend conference and to publish a journal. For conference, you can attend international and local conference, and for journal, you can publish in Scopus, WOS, ERA, or my site. Okay, how it works? Eligibility for student, for each fund. For master student, you can apply for one conference support fund, whether it is local or abroad. And for research students, you can apply for journal support fund one time only. Okay, for PhD student, you have two opportunities to apply for conference support fund. It can be either one local conference or one abroad, or you can use two chances for two local conferences. All right. Plus, you can apply for one journal support fund. Okay. For the application criteria, all the criteria is published in our website, but you need to be a full-time student, be it for journal support fund or conference support fund. Okay. But for conference support fund, you have to be a full-time student, and it can be from master and PhD all mode. So if you are a research student, coursework, or mixed mode student, you can apply for conference support fund. But we only pay for a registration fee only, not for your expenses to go to the conference. Okay, but you cannot receive any sponsorship, scholarship, or any other financial support. For student who is in a full pay study leave, you are not eligible to apply for CSF. Right, the most important one is the conference must be index conference. You need to check with the organizer whether the conference is indexed or not. Okay, same goes to JSF, Journal Support Fund. But Journal Support Fund is open only for master by research student. For PhD student, it's open to any mode, research, coursework, or mixed mode. Okay. For the process, you can always refer to the website. It's very simple, where you have to obtain an approval first before you attend the conference. Okay, get the form, prepare the supporting document, submit 1 month before the conference date. You can email the form to pasp@uitm.edu.my. Then you will get the approval letter. Then only you can attend conference, but you have to pay first. Okay, you have to pay first. Okay, then you attend the conference. After that, within 14 days, you can claim for your registration fee. Okay, how much we pay? We pay for local conference 1,000 ringgit, and for overseas or abroad conference, it's 1,500 ringgit. Please bear in mind, payment for conference participation or registration fee only. Okay. Okay, here comes the UPTA. UPTA is UITM Postgraduate Teaching Assistant. So it is an opportunity for students, PG students, to develop scholarship through the development of professional skill with working experience as teaching assistant. Okay, hence the name teaching assistant. You will act as a tutor demonstrator in conducting practical classes, tutorials, studio, or laboratory. Okay, you will assist preparing teaching material for blended learning. And you can organize workshops, seminar for undergraduates and master students. We pay UPTA student RM 25 ringgit per hour, but you can work for maximum 6 hours per week for 14 weeks only. Okay, application will be open before the commencement of each semester. For March 2023 semester, application will be open last week of February until the first week of March 2023 semester begin. Okay, so UPTA scheme application is made online. We will post about the application open poster via our website as well as our FB and IG. Okay, you can get the information from your head of postgraduate studies in your faculty as well. Okay, but for UPTA student, you must be a full-time master's or PhD degree. Okay, you must be a master's or PhD full-time students only, and you do not receive any financial assistance or scholarship. Okay, other requirements, you can always refer to our website, or you can ask for your head of postgraduate studies, or you can email us. Okay. So for scholarships, I always get this is a very popular questions. Can I get scholarship? Can I get a scholarship? So for UITM students, we do offer UITM endowment scholarships, but for March 2023, it's still not open yet. The latest information saying that the application will be open early March. Okay, so please refer to our website regularly for any updates on the scholarships open session. Okay, so you can read about scholarships of endowment, this UITM endowment scholarship via their website, endowment.uitm.edu.my. Okay, it will be open once a year. Okay, only once a year, normally between February to March every year. Okay, other financial assistance, you can reach us if you want to be a graduate research assistant. This is organized by Research Management Center, or we call it RMC here in UITM. Or you can get my master or my PhD. This is a government funded. Malaysia International Scholarship is only open for international students. Okay, we do have PTPTN as well. If you have problems or difficulties in applying your PTPTN, especially on the campus branches campus, you can always refer back to us. We will advise you accordingly. We do have a special arrangement with Maybank Education Loan. Same goes to Yayasan Bank Rakyat and Majlis Amanah Rakyat. For further information, you can always refer us or you can email pasp@uitm.edu.my. Okay, so this is our contact email. You can reach us here. And with that, I thank you. Back to you, Nurul.
That was a very valuable information, and I bet all the students and all our potential students have took the opportunity to copy down their email address as well as all the information stated. Okay, right now we have come to our last presenter today for PG4U Interact with IPSis. I now would like to invite the Head of Graduate Studies, Strategic Planning and Academic Quality, Associate Professor Dr. Khalila Abdul Khalil, to present about thesis formatting. Are you ready, Doctor?
Yes.
Over to you.
All right. Thank you, Nurul. I think this is the end of our session. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yes, yes. Yes, Dr. Khalila, you're good to start.
Right, thank you. Okay, I'll share my PowerPoint. Yes. My PowerPoint nampak? Nampak tak PowerPoint saya?
Lentuk. Kalau orang tak dengar. Orang tak dengar apa tu dengar.
Boleh nampak ke PowerPoint? Can you see my PowerPoint? Can you see my slides?
I'm sorry, Dr. Khalila, we didn't see your slide presentation. Okay. Okay. You may proceed.
Okay, so my part is thesis formatting. I think this is the end of your journey in your postgraduate studies. So as thesis formatting, I think let me introduce my team first. Okay, this is basically work thesis formatting until Senate letter. So me myself, Khalila, and my team under Dr. Miss Asmi Zasupak, Senior Assistant Register, and Puan Haslina Ramli, responsible in the Senate paperwork and all the Senate management. Puan Salbila, she's the person who work on the formatting, right? And Madhya on the Senate letter. All right. So basically, as I mentioned just now, this is the last part of your journey. So thesis formatting will be after your viva, all right, and the correction of your thesis, all right, and after you submit to the Senate for the endorsement, so we need to go through the standard formatting. So basically, there are a few steps, yeah, in this thesis formatting. So first step, the student, after complete your correction, so the student must submit your thesis, the correct version, and also the verification form of thesis correction after viva to us. Yeah, later I will share the email address. Okay, so this is the example of the thesis in PDF form and also the verification form after viva. And this is very important, yeah, because once we receive the form, right, when we receive the form, we will double check whether the thesis, the student status is not active status or under GT or under active student. So this is quite important in order to ensure that the active students are only eligible to submit the thesis for the Senate endorsement. All right, so after we receive the document, we will proceed formatting, and once it's complete, then we will send you an email with an approval letter, yeah, for digital thesis submission. Okay, so this is the example, the approval letter for digital thesis, yeah, submission. Right, and then once we receive, yeah, the student beside thesis in PDF form, the student also must submit the Google form, the feedback form, and also declaration form. So the declaration form must be verified by the supervisor, okay, and also by the faculty. Yeah, this is one of the common question by the students regarding on this approval. So it's not only thesis, but they also need to have the approval from supervisor and also by the faculty. Okay. Okay, so once we receive the document, actually it's parallel. We want to make sure that your name will be listed in Senate meeting paperwork or endorsed by Senate. Yeah, so we will submit your name, yeah, to the Senate Secretariat for the endorsement, and after within 2 weeks, yeah, after the endorsement, student will receive Senate letter, right? And if everything complete, then we the final step will submit your thesis to the library. Okay, so basically this is the flow of the digital thesis submission. So the first step and the fourth one, right? The first and the third one, actually at the beginning of your formatting, you need to submit, yeah, your thesis to digital checking .uitm.edu.my, right? And once everything complete, once you receive your what you call it, your approval letter, right? Before we submit to Senate Secretariat, you need to submit your PDF and all the confirmation checklist form, the one that declaration form, to another email address, thesis.uitm.edu.my. Okay, why we have these two email address? Because we don't want to we don't want to mix up, yeah, the completed thesis and also the good process of formatting, right? So once we receive your document to digital thesis, this is the one that we will submit to the Senate Secretariat, right? So this is once Senate endorsement, yeah, within 2 weeks you will receive your student completion letter, right? So basically, this is the what we call it the flow of the thesis formatting until Senate until the library. Okay, normally we will email, yeah, the approval letter within 2 weeks after thesis submission for formatting. All right. Beside that, we also have the PG Expo. So for those students who would like to share your experience, yeah, your journey of your throughout your postgraduate study, you can submit to us, right, to our PG Expos. And for your information, from 2021 until 22, we have four series, yeah, of this PG Expos. So hopefully this year we will come up three series, yeah, which will be held on April, August, and December. So for those who like to share your experience, you are welcome to submit your content, yeah, to our PGS post team, right? So if anything, you can just email us, yeah, the content, and we will go through the content. Okay, thank you. That's all from me. Back to you, Panuro.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Kalila. All right, we have finished for our briefing sessions by the departments available in IPSis. Okay, this program will be continued until 12 p.m. today. Okay, right now I would like to invite all the audience to drop down your questions by writing which breakout room you wish to ask about, whether it's about recruitment or admissions, if it's about academic programs. You may drop down the questions in the chat box available, and the secretary here will deliver your questions to the breakout room accordingly. Appreciate if all of you could keep your microphone off in a mute mode, as it will result in interruption of communication. By that, I now proceed Q&A session. Thank you.
Okay, actually we see one person has raised their hand, Encik Mazli. So Encik Mazli, do you have any questions that you would like to ask here? Yeah, so now we are open for the breakout room. Then please let you know. type in the chat box, and then we're going to send you to the breakout room that you're required to go to. Cik Mazli, do you have any questions? Can turn on the mic. Maybe that is the general question that you would like to ask. Tak apa, bos memang boleh masuk dah. Coursework only for the what we have currently. If you are looking on the social science, that we have the DBA, which is the it is a mixed mode, but a mixed mode more toward on the coursework program. Yeah, the percentage for the coursework is higher. So what currently we are offer is the doctorate of business administrations under Ashad Ayub Graduate Business School. Okay, so Mr. Juin Hao Tiao, I think that our staff, we're going to send you to recruitment breakout room. So hantar yang Juin tu, Mr. Juin Hao Tiao tu. Okay, yeah. About time of stay. Okay, so that we bring to the minimum duration of study is 90 days for Malaysia perspective. Yeah. So this is a question by me being firm. Okay, but however, it is depend also to your country requirement. For example, Indonesia have different residential period as to the China. So it has to be both perspective way, relative, whether you are going to look for Malaysia or going to look for your origin country. So which one is higher? So if you are from China, then the requirement for the residential period is 1 year. So that you have to complete with the 1 year duration of study, you come to Malaysia. Okay. This one you can go to Mi Beng Fang. Please send him to research room. So I will go into the research breakout room later. Okay, the RP inquiry to research is the minimum quantity for research objective. So you can go to the research group later on. So minimum quantity, which is actually depend on your supervisor. You cannot say whether it's a 2, 1, 2 or 3, depends on your nature field of research area. Is there a PhD program for the environmental health? So at the health and safety at Sabah campus. So this is to the recruitment. Would like to know on the financial aid. So Idris send dekat apa nama? Idris. Yeah. Student IDREES. Nurul tolong tengok, tolong Zuraini. Saya pergi masuk dalam tu Okay. PSP. PSP. Alright.
Kenapa saya masuk dekat PSP waiting for others to join?
Sebab tak masuk lagi.
Nama lah.
Orang lain tak masuk lagi.
Nazira ada tu pada ni. Ke Nazira dah tak ada, dah terkeluar.
Tak keluar, dia tak masuk. Nazirah tak masuk. Ada. Nanti Zuraini hantar. Okay. Kita kumpul dulu.
Tulis Cina ni apa?
Tu nanti si tu bagi. Nak translate yang tulisan Mandarin tu. Kaligrafi tu nanti nak translate.
MPKN Abe UiTM. Ni Abe ni siapa nak ni?
Which one? For your ITM staff, question by Nurul Aini Abdul Wahab. For your ITM staff, we have a 50% discount tuition fee.
Muted ke enggak?
Tak. Okay, so this one can go to the academic as well. Kuzami Anur, may I know about the publication requirement for art and design? So publication requirement for PhD, 2 publication with at least 1 publication has been published and another one some other either it is been accepted ataupun in review. Okay, so 2 publication for PhD and it is has to be indexed by Scopus, ERA or WOS. Okay, so our secretariat we bring you to breakout room, yeah. Okay, so I will enter to the breakout room. Yes, those who have urgent question, you can ask in the Q&A. You don't have to write in the chat box. You can go to the Q&A. That will be an open discussion there. Okay, so that is another alternative. So you have for chat box, you request to go to the breakout room, and then Q&A for the general question, you can type in Q&A. And then for the specific interaction, you can go to the breakout room. Okay.
هي موجودة بدون مطابلة. بالشات هي كلها موجودة بالشات.
Kena reject tiba-tiba. Kenapa tiba-tiba close room ni? Siapa yang tekan? Apa yang kau tekan? Patutlah habis aku tekan ni. You pergi close all room. Open balik.
What's happening? Okay. Can I see my dashboard? Is it okay if I ask you for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, doctor?
Yes, Sharif, second, yeah?
Yes, can I see the dashboard? You know, it was okay. Can I see for my...
Oh, your dashboard, yeah? Okay, second. Okay, Sharif. Bunyi tutup. Ada lagi tak kat sini? Kat main room ni ada lagi tak?
Excited Dr. K.
Salah apa? Abe ada tanya tadi.
Apa yang ni dia tanya, saya nak tanya doktor berkenaan dengan proses selepas penghantaran dokumen berkaitan dan research proposal yang dihantar kepada coordinator. Kenapa kau tanya aku?
Okay. Siapa nama? Irwan. Irwan Changli hantar ke? Yang kejap aku nak unassign dia dulu. Tidak, tak boleh. Seorang lagi tadi tu Ashura.